in Vegas. This for the haters. I make a lot of new money. When the not savings. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause. Ice on the wrist. On the wrist. On the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bill. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard. Line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
65.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Here we go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
He's checking.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Like 80. Snickers, 66.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
On second down, it's Counter, and the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. On third down, it's Counter. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Set. 180.
Mike 54. Marcus defense, Marcus.
They'll try to run it. This is Counter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it first and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
64,
On first down, it's Samuels. The tackle by Eric Armstead. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Here we go. 20. 11. 12. 6. Pull it high.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Yeah, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
11.
Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Hey, alert.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back
Here we go.
and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this. These linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them are running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 84 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go. 180!
Watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood. Watch the blood,
13!
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Garoppolo now. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Here's Connor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Roethlisberger will throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 18.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Black 20.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Black 30. Easy, easy.
They'll run here with Connor. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Black 5. 50. Black is on.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
16.
Now Roethlisberger to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
230.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake to Counter. Now Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this is caught off the deflection.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush.
Here we go. 180. No foul.
They begin on the ground here with Counter. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And down he'll go at the 25. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. There's Garoppolo to throw. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll look to run with Connor. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack block.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for